this is going to be amazingly good. I just have to tell you, this is going to be amazingly good. So we are talking about gourmet gourmet language to attract gourmet clients, or champagne language to attract champagne clients. And the way we're going to do that is by talking about champagne problems. So the last thing you want to do is talk about what your current clients' problems are. If your current clients are problematic, too low level, not sophisticated, not willing to invest, not seeing the big picture, not appreciating the brilliance that you deliver for them. So we have to upgrade the language, upgrade the problems, and that is going to upgrade the client base. That is how that's going to work. So this is our theme for today. Champagne problems, attract the best, screw the rest. In case the subtlety of what I just said earlier was lost on you, that's really the game here in 6 words. Attract the best and screw the rest. And I've learned this through working with hundreds and hundreds of clients. I've learned this by making all the mistakes myself. And I'll show you some specific mistakes and some specific aha moments that led to some of what we're going to do here. I'm going to give you some frameworks. I'm going to give you some tests, some litmus tests to make sure that you're doing this right and to keep yourself on track with sort of a checklist to make sure that you're always doing this and that you don't slip back into the bad habits and the old habits. And then we'll just take it from there. Then we'll practice, and hopefully you'll be able to leave this session today revising what you say on your website, the kinds of things that are in your emails, the kinds of problems you talk about on your LinkedIn posts. All of your call out content will now be calling out to champagne problems and not struggler and low level problems. But literally, this will affect the articulation and the distinction of everything that you do, everything that you say, everything that you write, and everything that you talk about from this point forward. So that's pretty exciting. I know, tall order. I get it. So let's get into it. The problem is when you talk problems, you get people with those problems. So it's a classic case of be careful what you wish for, because those people are going to be the people that raise their hands and say, oh, she's talking to me. He's talking to me. And furthermore, when you call out to struggle, you get strugglers. Big surprise. I'll show you some examples of all of these here in a moment. When you call out to broken, you get broke people. All your prospects have problems. This is aha number one. The low-level broke-ass losers, they have problems. The mid-level, okay, mediocre, not awesome, but also not terrible prospects, they have problems. And your very best, amazing, incredible, high-achieving, highly successful prospects and clients also have problems. So why would you talk about category 1 problems to get category 1 people? Why would you even bother talking about category 2 problems to get category 2 people when you can spend all of your time talking about category 3 problems that will attract only category 3 clients? So low-level prospects have low-level problems, high-level prospects have high-level problems. I just said that in different words. And I'm going to encourage you that this is the moment, today's the inflection point, where, as they say in the Matrix, you can take the red pill, you can take the blue pill. If you take the red pill, we see how far the rabbit hole goes. We expose this whole new world of what's really going on. Or you can take the blue pill, plug back into the Matrix, go back to sleep, and then keep working with the strugglers and the broke-ass losers and keep thinking that marketing is hard and sales is impossible. Nobody has money. No one has budget. You're a piece of crap. Your work isn't worth anything, and life is awful. I don't recommend the blue pill. I really recommend the red pill. But the red pill needs not only the introduction of these new concepts and new frameworks, it's a constant reminder. And that's why when I give you these tests, there's 7 specific tests. Am I speaking the right language? Am I calling out to the right clients? Am I speaking high-level champagne problems, or am I talking about beer problems or Dr. Pepper problems, where I don't want those beer clients and the Dr. Pepper clients anymore? I want champagne prospects and champagne clients who have champagne problems. So let's talk about, if you've ever been studying this, or even as I share some of this, we've talked about this in other areas of MBA and other areas of selling, but copywriting and copywriting training, and a lot of the marketing copywriting that you're exposed to is modeled in this way, and this is part of the problem. So, copywriting basics, they teach you, do you struggle with dot, dot, dot? Leadership, sales, strategy, innovation, creativity, customer service, presentation skills, communications, whatever it is. Yes, I do. So if they struggle with, they are strugglers. Are you frustrated when this gets frustrated, angry, upset people at the end of their rope? Are you exhausted by? Yes, I'm exhausted by, meaning I'm exhausted. So think about, do you want these people as clients? Do you can you just not wait? Are you filled with eagerness and anticipation? Man, I got a sales call on Thursday. I am talking to a struggling, frustrated, exhausted prospect. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk with the struggling, frustrated, exhausted prospect. Plus, they're stuck and they're distracted and they've already wasted way too much money. And they just keep going in this doom loop of hitting their head against brick wall after brick wall after brick wall. On the surface, in the hands of a truly skilled copywriter, there's a way to turn each of these into a champagne problem, but we often take this at face value. And if you look at your website and your LinkedIn profile and the kinds of marketing language and the kinds of content that you're putting out, even what's in your program descriptions, are you using some of this language and is it secretly sabotaging the kind of clients that, number one, you're looking for? So it starts with you, it starts with us, it starts with me. And are you also setting the beacon, the attraction beacon or the lighthouse? Is the lighthouse emitting on the wrong frequency? When you continually say, do you struggle with? Are you frustrated when? Are you exhausted by? Do you feel stuck because? Are you distracted? Have you wasted too much money? Does this keep happening to you over and over and over again? So we're going to flip this on its head. And because if you keep going this path, this is who you're going to get. You're going to get annoyed, frustrated, broke, angry little babies. Thank you, ChatGPT, for this picture. This is an AI generated picture of an angry, upset little kid. So the chances of this person being your ideal prospect are pretty slim, pretty low. So we're going to take a clean slate approach to this. Today is day one or day zero. We are getting rid of everything that's come before as far as marketing copy, marketing language, call out content, clean slate thinking, just for the sake of the next 45 minutes, will be enormously helpful to you, enormously. So go with me on this journey. And I think you'll come up with some pretty amazing things as we go through some of these frameworks and exercises and brainstorming tools. So, clean slate, number one, leave behind what you've been saying, leave behind what you've been thinking when it comes to talking about prospect problems. Imagine that you are only talking to your best of the best prospects, only. There's no strugglers, there's no wannabes, there's no marginal, maybe I can help them, maybe they'll pay me the money, maybe they have my fee, maybe it's a good company to work with. This is rockstar premium 100% top of the list. That's who you're talking to. You have an entire audience filled with only best of the best people. So what does that mean? That the assumptions I want you to make as we start recrafting some of this thinking and recrafting some of this language. They are strong, they are successful, they are capable, they are fast, brave, and smart. Now, as soon as I say your prospects are strong, successful, capable, fast, brave, and smart, I can already hear this in your head. Maybe not Pete Steggy, but everyone else, like I can hear this in your head. Little imposter syndrome kicks in. It's like, oh, I'm not sure I can help that kind of person. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That person doesn't need my help. If they were strong, successful, capable, fast, brave, and smart, they would have this figured out already. And I'm going to call BS on that because they're strong, successful, capable, fast, brave, and smart in their world. They don't know much about your world. So this is not about I'm better, I'm smarter, I'm faster. It's about they're awesome in their realm and their domain, and you're coming in to share advice, insights, expertise, training, coaching, consulting, speaking on your expertise, your expertise. So remember, they're strong, successful, capable, fast, brave, and smart in their realm. You, of course, are strong, successful, capable, fast, brave, and smart. In your realm, they not only need someone with your skills and expertise, but they want, right? People with high level people typically don't need what we do, they want what we do. Another big differentiator. So that's all part of the clean slate thinking. The strong, successful, capable, fast, brave, and smart people, they still have problems. Pausing for meaningful silence there. They still have problems. If you think Oprah doesn't have any problems, you're wrong. Oprah has problems. If you think Warren Buffett doesn't have any problems, you're wrong. Warren Buffett has problems. Every highly successful, highly capable corporate executive, entrepreneur, six figure, seven figure, eight figure, nine figure, 10-figure business owner still has problems. They do. Now, when we first broke seven figures, we talked to some eight-figure business owners. And I remember distinctly, it was a couple of mastermind groups, a couple of peer groups. The NSA Million Dollar Speakers Group was one of them. I got on a call. This was 2017. And this was supposed to be the best of the best, right? This is like elite groups, either elite groups that I earned my way into or elite groups that I paid a lot of money to be a part of. And we're going around going, okay, what's up with you? Where do you need help? Tell me about State of the Union. And I'm looking around the call, and one call in particular, there was about 20 of these 5 million, 10 million, $15 million business owners. Everyone is down in the mouth. Everyone's like, oh God, I got this problem. I got that problem. I got this. I got that. And then we go into breakout groups of 4 or 5 people. And, we each introduce ourselves. What do you do? I run a coaching program for real estate agents, and we make $750,000 a month. Jesus Christ, $750,000 a month. What do you do? We run a mastermind group for retail store owners, and we're making $450,000 a month. I'm like, $450,000 a month. Oh my God. What do you do? We run a mastermind group for we're a coaching program, training company, financial advisors. We make $900,000 a month. It's like, oh my God. And what are they talking about in the breakout room? I got this problem. I got this pain. I got this situation. I got this gap. I got this challenge. I start laughing about 5 or 6 minutes into this breakout after the first few people have gone. And I was fairly new to this group. And I said, folks, I got to tell you, I love being here so much. They're like, okay, what's the new kid have to say? I said, I love being here so much because for the first time, I'm in a group where we're actually spending all of our time talking about successful people problems, right? Are they problems? Yes, absolutely. Are they successful people's problems? Yes. Did I have some successful people problems? Yes. But I realized these folks that were so much further down the track had so much bigger teams, had so much bigger revenue, had so much more advanced business models and service models. They still have problems. They still have problems. So that was an enormous, enormous aha. My wake up call, even before that, and I didn't put these clues and these positive taps together until a little while later. But I just rewrote some marketing copy. This was around maybe 2014, 2015. And I sent it around to a couple of my peers, friends, colleagues, not prospects. These were not people I was pitching. This was genuine asking for air. It was not asking for air with, hey, by the way, do you want to buy my thing? Which is totally legit, but this wasn't that. And I put together specifically a list of 7 bullets that I thought were totally freaking amazing. It's like, oh, I finally nailed it. I finally captured the snapshot of the kind of person I do my best work with. And I socialized this around to a handful of my friends. And I get on a call with one of them. And I said, okay, what do you think? Did I nail it? He goes, no, I would say you got to go back to the drawing board. I said, what do you mean? He said, David, I'm looking at your 7 bullets. I don't have any of these problems. I was like, what? He says, I don't have any of these problems because I was calling out, are you stuck? Are you challenged? Are you wrestling with? Can you not figure out this? He says, I'm not stuck with that. I'm not challenged with this. I'm not stuck on this third thing. He says, I have problems that are way beyond the problems in these bullets. So think about that. Did he say, David, I have no problems. I'm on Easy Street. I'm on Cloud Nine. You're irrelevant. You're irrelevant to me. You have nothing to offer me. He did not say that. He said, I have problems, period, full stop. I have problems that are far beyond these problems. And I was like, oh, I'm aiming too low. I'm aiming too low. I'm aiming too basic. And of course, what was my big complaint at that time? All I'm getting is these broke ass losers. All I'm getting is these beginners. All I'm attracting is these people who have no idea what the hell they're doing. One of the bullets says, when it comes to marketing, you have no idea what the hell you're doing. Big surprise. Guess who was calling? Guess who was knocking on my door? Guess who was responding to the emails? Guess who was coming on the webinars? People who had no idea what's going on when it comes to marketing. So I totally missed. I totally missed. It was 100% failure. And then I said, "Oh, I have to upgrade my level of problems." This guy's not saying I don't have any problems. He's saying I don't have these problems. I have problems that are far more advanced than the problems that you're talking about. Think about it this way. Your next door neighbor, he's so bummed out. He is very, very upset because he had a Ferrari and he was very excited about getting a Tesla. So he built a charging station in his garage. And he says, I am so frustrated. This is so annoying. I now have to move my charging station to the other side of the garage because when I pull my Ferrari in, it is resting on top of the charging cable. And I put the charging station on the wrong side of the garage. Wow, that must be nice, right? It must be nice to have those problems. I have a Ferrari and a Tesla, and I'm really pissed because the Ferrari has to rest on the charging cable, and I run over it every time I come in the garage. I need to move the charging station to the other side of the garage. Must be nice, right? Would you agree that's a champagne problem? Right? It's like there's only a certain strata of people that have the Ferrari and Tesla charging station problem. But lo and behold, for this person, it's a real problem. It's a real problem. So that's the kind of problem in our world, in our realm, in your realm, that we're going to be talking about switching over to. So here are the test questions. The test questions to see if you're calling out the right kind of problem. I'm going to give you some before and after. I'm going to give you some practice time, and then we'll do a little AI magic on helping you generate a whole bunch of these, sort of an endless number of them, if you will, for brainstorming purposes. So, test questions. Do my very best clients have this problem? Number one, do my very best clients have this problem? Number two, like I just said with the Ferrari and the Tesla, that must be nice. It must be nice to have that problem. I am making so much money. Guys, I got to tell you, I am paying millions of dollars in taxes. Oh, yeah, big problem. Boy, must be nice to have that problem. Must be nice. Whew. Third test. Is this a good problem or is this a bad problem? Right? Champagne problems have champagne solutions for champagne type of prospects. Would you characterize the problem that you're calling out? Is that a good problem to have? The language of ambition, does it in some way talk about, because the best companies, the best executives, the best entrepreneurs, they're already on top. So another test is, are we somehow calling out to the flavor of get ahead, stay ahead, and move ahead faster? You're already ahead, right? You're not behind. You're not the worst. You're not mediocre. You don't suck. But does it speak to get ahead, stay ahead, move ahead faster? Then we have the rewords, all the rewords, the words that start with re, because they already have something good going on, but they might want to reboot or reignite or reimagine or restart or recommit or reinvent or recharge, right? They already have it, but maybe it's gotten a little stagnant. Maybe their people have gotten a little complacent. Maybe they're not quite sure what the next level of success looks like when it comes to solving the problems that you're brilliant at solving. So all the rewords can be in your vocabulary for this. You don't need all of these, by the way. You just kind of, this is just a sample of 7 different filters that you can use. And then the opposite of re is, of course, because they're not dumb. It's not, make smart decisions. Like, what? I'm already making smart decisions. All the words give them credit for being smart, and they want to be smarter. They're already going fast, and you're going to help them go faster. They're already big, and they'd like to be bigger. They're already great, and they'd like to be better. They're already wide, and they'd like to be wider. Perhaps they're already deep, and they want to go deeper. So the words give them credit and acknowledgement for being great. And what's the next level look like? Trust me, my friends, smart executives, smart entrepreneurs, smart companies, they will invest in being smarter. Fast companies will always invest in being faster. Big companies will always invest in getting bigger. So that's the other test. And then the final one is, are we calling out the real enemy? And the real enemy of a successful prospect or a successful executive or a successful company is arrogance, right? Arrogance. They've been doing too well for too long, and they've lost sight of what real improvement looks like. So they're starting to rest on their laurels, which also crosses over into complacency. Surface level thinking, right? Surface level thinking instead of thinking more deeply or in a more sophisticated way. Today versus tomorrow. Well, we're doing great today. Of course, you're doing great today. But what about tomorrow? What about 2 years from now? What about 5 years from now? What about 10 years from now? What about 50 years from now? What about 100 years from now? What about your legacy? What about your impact, right? Today versus tomorrow. Uncertainty, especially in this climate with inflation, recession, election, all of those things. Uncertainty is a huge enemy. No matter how great, awesome, successful, ambitious you are, uncertainty is always the enemy. And then instability. Instability, discontinuous change, circumstances beyond their control, not being able to see around corners, not being able to predict what's coming because maybe it's unpredictable. But if they work with you, they have an insurance policy. They have a new radar screen. They have new periscopes where they can see higher, lower, further, faster, around corners. They can anticipate changes. They can be protected. They can be prepared. So that's high level problems. You don't doesn't need to pass all the tests, but two or three of these, and you know you've got a green light. Zero of these, it's probably a red or a yellow light, and you're not calling out to the most ambitious and the best of the best. So let's look at some common, we'll do little examples, then I'll cut you loose with some practice time. We always get beat up on price because we have no credibility with prospects who've never heard of us. I just pulled this from one of my sales pages, right? This is not good. This is not good. If I want people who always get beat up on price, I'm calling out to people who have no credibility with prospects. Guess who I'm going to attract? People who get beat up on price, people who have no credibility with prospects. So we're behind plan because my team can't seem to find enough big cases, never know where our next lead is coming from. A lot of lookalike competitors, our prospects can't tell the difference. Now, this is an example of the bullets I sent to my friend. I sent these to my friend and I say, hey, what do you think? This is brilliant copywriting. This is amazing. I finally have this dialed in. He says, David, I don't have any of these problems. And those words still echo in my mind. And it was a huge gift. You're probably not going to get this, except from me, but you're probably not going to get this from your real prospects going, hey, Jen, bad news, my friend. I don't have any of these problems, right? When I was told I don't have any of these problems, huge light bulb, huge light bulb. So this is not what we want. Is this brilliant marketing copy? Sure, but let's finish the sentence. It's brilliant marketing copy to attract broke-ass losers. It's brilliant marketing copy to attract strugglers, newbies, goofballs, and people who are hopeless and helpless. And a long time ago, I decided to stop working with newbies, goofballs, the hopeless, and the helpless. And unfortunately, my marketing copy took a few years to get improved and to have this light bulb moment that I'm sharing with you. So think about the domino effect. Are people familiar with the book If You Give a Mouse a Cookie? It's a children's book. And the idea is if you give a mouse a cookie, and there's this whole domino effect of things that come after, well, he's going to want a glass of milk. So now one situation causes another problem. He gets the glass of milk. Well, then, of course, he's going to want a straw. So now you got to get the mouse a straw. He's going to eat the cookie. He's going to drink the milk through the straw. And then, of course, he wants to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. So now he needs a napkin. And it goes on like this for like pages and pages and pages and pages. And it's about the domino effect or the ripple effect of when you solve one problem, it creates another problem. When you give something, it creates the need for the next thing. So the cookie needs the milk needs the straw and the milk need the napkin, of course, then he needs a mirror to check to see if he has the milk mustache, cleans up with the napkin, and it goes on and on and on. So think about not the first or second or third domino in your chain of problems. Think about what's the fifth domino, what's the sixth, so higher higher order problems, higher order challenges, higher order gaps. So let's talk about good problems. And this is subtle, but it's very important. So, good problems, right? Tesla, Ferrari. Your team is facing higher client expectations due to your stellar track record, which of course is increasing pressure, stress, and straining utilization. Much higher order problem. Do we agree? Much higher order problem. Next one. And again, I'm using marketing sales just to keep this consistent with the broke ass loser problems. You've reached 8 figures with good old hard work. 8 figures is $10 million plus. You've reached 8 figures with good old hard work, but now you're not sure how to scale your firm to a profit rich exit. It's a problem, right? Champagne problem, not a struggler problem, not a broke ass loser problem. This is a champion level problem. Champion level problem. You're consistently recognized as the best of the best in your field. Okay, give a mouse a cookie, cookie, milk, straw, napkin, mirror. Now what? Now you know that smaller, more agile firms are now nipping at your heels, right? Get ahead, move ahead. I'm sorry, get ahead, stay ahead, move ahead faster. Get ahead, stay ahead, move ahead faster, right? Small, more agile firms are now nipping at your heels. The next Steve Jobs in some Silicon Valley garage is going to eat your lunch. The next Zuckerberg is coming after you. We need to get our house in order here. We need to be more serious about innovation, category design, all of these different things that we need to get ahead, stay ahead, move ahead faster. Revenue is at an all-time high. Remember, these are problem bullets, my friends. Revenue is at an all-time high, but domino effect, managing cash flow, and forecasting have become much more challenging. Last one. With sophisticated clients and complex projects, you can't find time for creative pursuits, spend time with your family, and enjoy your hobbies. Here's the add on: as much as you'd like to. So you are spending time on creative pursuits, but you'd like more. You are spending time with your family wherever you can make it happen, but you'd like to spend more time with your family. You are enjoying your hobbies once in a while, probably not often enough. So imagine the bullet that says, with sophisticated clients and complex projects, you can't find time for creative pursuits, spend time with family, or enjoy your hobbies as much as you would like to. Oh my God, he's singing my song. He's got X-ray vision into my soul. This guy's talking to me. Of course I want to spend more time in the ultra video gaming retro lounge. Of course I want to spend more time on vacation with the hot one. Of course I want to spend more time collecting bourbon. Am I doing it a little? Sure. But I'm not doing those things as much as I would like to. As much as I would like to. So this is about just retraining your brain to really zero in on that frequency of your most successful peeps. Most successful peeps. This is a book that I read and I got very little out of. It's sold millions and millions of copies. I think 10 million copies, actually. There's one good line in it, and I will share it with you now. Hopefully, if you haven't already read it, great. Maybe you like it more than I do, but I'll save you the 20 bucks. Life is essentially an endless series of problems. The solution to one problem is merely the creation of the next. Don't hope for a life without problems. Hope for a life full of good problems. That's what we're trying to dial into here. That's what we're trying to dial into. And again, if you like this book, we just have different taste in books, but that's okay. It was like drinking soda pop. Like I finished it and I couldn't really tell you, other than this quote, anything of lasting impact, but maybe that was just me. I don't know. I don't know. All right. So here's the practice. We always get beat up on price because we have no credibility. If you have something like that, which again, marketing, sales, revenue growth, right? I'm using my world as an example. Flip it on its head, pretend we don't have that problem, and then what now? Opposite and what now? Here's what it looks like. Even though you command premium pricing and have a stellar reputation, what's the next problem? What's the next problem that they're going to have? We're behind plan because, oh, I don't want people who are behind plan. No, 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 no. You're consistently ahead of plan and win big cases, but next problem. Give a mouse a cookie, milk, straw, napkin, mirror, right? One problem, just like Manson says, the solution to one problem is merely the creation of the next. So that's what we're aiming for here. You never know where your next lead is coming from. That was the old copy, right? The rewrite is you have a predictable and growing pipeline. So now you want a better way to whatever the next thing is. We're dealing with a lot of lookalike competitors. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're awesome. You're freaking amazing. You've worked hard to become a category of one. And your main risk today is whatever the main risk is. So you see, all of these is let's solve the low level problem. Let's give them even credit for being awesome at that thing. Flip it to the opposite. And then what's the next problem? Going back to the children's classic, give a mouse a cookie. You got the cookie, you got the milk, you got the straw, you got the napkin, you got the mirror. Now what? Now what's the next problem? What's the next gap that reveals itself? So a little chat GPT will go a long way to help you here. And then I want to give you some time to play with this either with chat GPT or on your own. But I'll give you some AI prompts because, of course, you can't do anything now in 2024 without also giving people some AI prompts. Plus, these are actually very handy. I've used some of these and they create amazing, great stuff. So I want to share these with you. Simple first question. What types of problems do highly successful healthcare CEOs have? What types of problems do highly successful tech CEOs have? What types of problems do highly successful chief information officers have, whoever your people are? What do the best blank still see as problems? What do high achieving blank still find challenging? How do the best blank talk about their problems with blank? How do the best retail CEOs talk about their problems with staffing, talent management, turnover, retention, culture, communication skills, presentation skills, right? How do the best board members talk about their problems with mergers and acquisitions? The best, the highest achieving, the most successful. What high level blank obstacles fill in your topic there? Marketing, sales, leadership, communication skills, presentation skills, innovation, thought leadership, whatever it is. What high level blank obstacles or frustrations do highly successful blank have? And among the best blank buyer persona, what are their ambitions, hopes, dreams, challenges, problems, and gaps, even though they're very successful? Among the best, fill in the blank. This one is great because you'll get list of ambitions, list of hopes, list of dreams, list of challenges, list of problems, list of gaps. I'll give you 6 different sections of goodies here. Among the best blank, what are their ambitions, hopes, dreams, challenges, problems, and gaps, even though they are very successful?